In early 2020, a debut novel secured a seven-figure advance and a massive promotional engine. Within weeks, the project stalled, costing the publisher millions in projected revenue and losing the industry's most significant endorsement. The book was My Dark Vanessa. It was the March pick for Oprah Winfrey's book club until indie author Wendy C. Ortiz pointed out similarities to her own 2014 memoir, Excavation. Oprah rescinded the invitation shortly after. This wasn't a simple case of literary overlap, it was a valuation clash. Major houses, backed by high-prestige figures like Stephen King, paid millions for a fictionalized student-teacher narrative while dismissing Ortiz's nonfiction account of the same subject as unsaleable. While social media debated the ethics of the industry, Ortiz recognized a market shock. She leaned into the viral outrage, using the sudden visibility as leverage for a career-defining business pivot. Beyond the cultural debate, these maneuvers offer a template for financial engineering. Ortiz treated her history and her art as a strategic business asset, consolidating her holdings when the market was most volatile. Investigating how she built this model requires looking at her early financial ledger. Writing an unsaleable memoir takes years, and years require a specific kind of capital. Ortiz began with a grandmother-funded trust fund, but the capital was quickly depleted by high out-of-state tuition fees at the Evergreen State College. By her early 20s, she was loading on student debt. To stop the financial bleeding, she moved into the Washington state job system. After scoring 99 out of 100 on the placement exam, she secured a position in the state capitol. This government position functioned as a foundational safety net. With a monthly rent under $200, she locked in steady healthcare, sick leave, and a pension plan. By the time this low-burn lifestyle subsidized the creative work, the stability of government benefits provided the years of quiet required to produce the meticulous journals that would later become her primary intellectual property. The raw material for her career didn't come from a struggle for survival. It was built on the back of boring, stable institutional benefits that allowed her to maintain her creative assets without financial panic. By the time the 2020 controversy hit, Ortiz had massive search engine dominance. She had brand equity that major publishers couldn't ignore. Rather than chasing a new contract with a massive house, she used her leverage to reclaim the rights to her backlist from failing independent publishers. She was taking her property back. She understood the math of academic publishing. Unlike trade deals that pay on list price, these contracts pay on net receipts, meaning the author sees a tiny fraction of the publisher's profit. Selling books is a low-margin stream. Ortiz used the book instead as a high-prestige marketing tool to drive clients toward her primary business. That business is a private psychotherapy practice in Los Angeles. By positioning herself as an expert on the creative experience, she funneled her literary prestige directly into a high-margin clinical service. The practice targets the exact creative demographic that reads her memoirs. By leveraging her brand, she can command a premium rate of $250 per hour. She filled the remaining gaps with high-paying guest faculty stipends at institutions like CalArts and monetized Substack newsletters, ensuring every hour of her time was generating revenue. Ortiz successfully navigated the system by using low-margin literary prestige as a permanent lead generator for high-margin professional services. The final forensic audit of the 2020 scandal reveals a clear divide between the financial winners and losers. The losers are the small indie presses who lost their IP, and the major houses who missed out on a permanent, profitable backlist. The winner is Ortiz. She consolidated her reclaimed trilogy at a prestigious university press, securing her assets while her clinical practice thrives. The macro lesson is that relying solely on the prestige of traditional publishing is a financial trap for the modern creator. The most effective operators use legacy media to build cultural capital, then move that capital into high-margin markets they own and control. If you found this audit useful, hit the like button and tell us which viral scandal we should investigate next in the comments. Subscribe to the Viral Scope to keep following the money.